Good morning. I have to confess that before I met Michelle, I had no idea how fun a flute could be and how much you could do with it. And I surely appreciate your talents and the way that you've opened my eyes to how the flute can be played. So thank you. We look forward to more of that. Michelle's one of our long-standing musicians in the Numen Lumen program, so we will see more of her. It's my honor to welcome Srikant Vallabhajosula, who is an assistant professor in the physical therapy department. Srikant has been very helpful to us as we have organized events for Hindu and Indian students and our community here, and he and his wife Divya have been very generous with their time and energy, and they're also helping us this year to get ready for Diwali, which is coming up on Tuesday. So you ought to put that on your calendars and come out for food and celebration and sparklers and prayers and dancing and music and all the ways in which we like to celebrate the victory of light over darkness and good over evil. So we hope you'll come and celebrate with us that evening. I'm going to turn it over to Srikant, who's going to speak to us this morning, and we're really thankful for your presence with us.
I have been instructed to speak slow, so I'll try my best. All right. First of all, I would like to thank University Chaplain Jan Filler for inviting me to talk at Numen Lumen. In June, when Lauren Emery emailed me asking if I would be interested to give a talk, I was absolutely thrilled. So here I am. I'm sure most of you have heard the expression, connecting the dots. Often, I have seen it used when you try to piece together a series of past events or experiences in a logical order to make a sensible story. Today, I would like to speak to you about my multi-faith encounters or experiences, if you will, that have led me to believe that sometimes you don't actually have to connect the dots, but instead you should have faith that the dots are already connected. And that's the topic of my talk today. I'm going to share a personal story with you, and along the way, I want you to remember some checkposts or dots, as we will call them. My wife recently graduated from UNCG. We were fortunate to have both of our parents visit us from India to celebrate the graduation. We had also planned to buy a new car around the same time. In America, choosing a new car is a very easy process, right? Yeah. So, well, after quite a search, we decided to buy a Toyota Prius. Many of us who follow Hinduism take blessings from parents before important events or during religious ceremonies. So we decided to wait till our parents arrived so that they would be there when we bring home a new car and could be part of the buying a new car celebration and share that happiness. So let us call that checkpost or dot number 1. To make it more special, we purchased the car on May 8th. That was the date of our wedding anniversary. Now, as you might be aware, in Hindu tradition, we have the concept of arranged marriages. In fact, my wife and I got married through an arranged marriage. So the wedding date is considered very auspicious and sacred, and we were thrilled to purchase the new car on such an auspicious day. Checkpost or dot number 2. Then we went to the Hindu temple in Greensboro. One of our customs when we purchase a new vehicle is to get a Vahana Puja done. Vahana means vehicle, Puja is worship. So Vahana Puja is a ritual done to consecrate or bless a new car in the God's name and keep it safe from bad influences. Our priest even told us that the ritual is done to protect the new car, protect the people traveling in the car, and protect the people in another vehicle in case of a hit. Almost sounded like a religious insurance plan to me. Okay. So, dot number 3. Then a couple of days later, we had the graduation party for my wife. All the visitors, including some of my colleagues at Elon, came and congratulated us for both the graduation and the new car. They gave their blessings and best wishes. Dot number 4. Fast forward to 13th June, which was just about a month after we bought the new car. Around 3:30 in the afternoon, I get a call from my wife, and she said, I had an accident on Interstate 85. She was driving the new car, and I was shocked. Immediately, I asked her if she was safe and if she had any injuries. Thankfully, she said she didn't have any. So, I was relieved, but still worried, and I quickly went to the site of the accident. An 18-wheeler truck had hit our car. The passenger side of our car was smashed and dented heavily. There were glass pieces everywhere inside the car. I was terrified as I approached the car looking for my wife. She was sitting in the car, calm and composed. Miraculously, she barely had a scratch on her body. I was so glad to see her safe and fine. So we came home, and she was still feeling bad about the whole incident. We told her that things could have been much more worse, and we should all be thankful to God that she escaped without even a scar. I would like to call that as dot number 5. Then my wife and her parents follow a spiritual leader, or guru as they call. They have extreme faith in him. Though I am from the same Brahmin caste in Hinduism as my wife, we do not follow any particular guru. So I was neutral to the concept. So as long as she followed him and doesn't force me, we both were fine, and vice versa. So the moment my in-laws actually heard about the incident, they told my wife that their guru was looking over and protecting her always, and that her faith in her guru was what protected her. Dot number 6. So later that night, I went back to think about that statement that we made. Things could have been worse, or much more worse. I'm a mechanical engineer by training, okay? So I'm trained to think what would happen if two moving objects collide, okay? For example, when the truck hit our car could have spun around in the middle of an interstate and collided with other oncoming cars. Or the glass pieces could have gone into my wife's eyes, and she would have lost the control of the vehicle on an interstate in the middle of a rush hour. Okay? So possibilities could have gone wrong, seemed endless. Okay? And with every possibility, I was more terrified about what could have happened, and was very thankful that nothing happened. Okay? So I started thinking what could have saved her. I started connecting back the dots. Was it dot number 1? Faith that our parents' blessings shielded my wife from any sort of injury. Or dot number 2, faith that we bought the car on an auspicious day, and hence my wife escaped without getting hurt. Or dot number 3, faith that my wife barely had a scratch because of the Vahana Puja. Remember the priest's words in the religious insurance plan? Dot number 4, faith in the blessings and good wishes from people like you at Elon. Or dot number 5, faith that the God we believe in was protecting my wife. Or dot number 6, faith that my wife's spiritual guru was protecting her. Maybe it was all of them. So as I thought more about it, I started to wonder, maybe all these dots were already connected. and nothing would have happened to my wife because these dots were already connected. So maybe sometimes we just need to have faith that the dots are already connected and whatever happens or is happening is for our own good. It was an episode that deepened my understanding and appreciation of faith in different forms. So I leave you with this question. Can you develop faith in every experience? Can you develop faith that every experience may be a dot to enrich your life and that many such dots are already connected? Thank you.
Srikant, thank you for giving us space to think about the dots in our lives and the ways that they are already connected, as you say. It's an important thing to think about. We'll have coffee and donuts and fruit afterwards. Please join us and continue this conversation in the lobby area when we're finished here. And if you want to learn a little bit more about the Hindu religion and worldview, as Jan said, Diwali is Tuesday night. I'll also just lift this up and say there are a whole bunch of things on the back. See what you might want to participate in and the ways you might want to be connected to all these things. And finally, I look forward to your second piece, Michelle, and thanks for being here. Thank you all for being here. If you aren't on our mailing list, there's a blue sheet outside. Please sign up for it. And Michelle, it's back to you.